shift in how we think. And this right here is the most important mindset shift you can possibly make. Every single mistake you make isn't a failure, not at all. It's direct evidence that you're making progress. It means you're trying, you're pushing yourself, and you are literally in the process of learning. The second you start to see mistakes as a good thing, a necessary thing, that's when your speaking potential really starts to unlock.
So, where do we start building this new mindset? Well, funny enough, it begins not with words, but with our own minds and bodies. In this first section, we're going to look at a super simple technique to calm those nerves and build a solid foundation of confidence before you even say a word.
Okay, here's an exercise you can do anytime, anywhere to physically calm yourself down. Let's just try it together right now. Why not? So breathe in through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold it for 1, 2. And now breathe out slowly through your mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4. And now just say a simple sentence like, I can speak calmly. Feel that? That little bit of difference? This simple drill helps control your breath, which is the key to stopping that rushed, anxious feeling in its tracks.
All right, now that we have a calmer mindset, we can start putting in the first practical building block, vocabulary. But hey, don't worry, we are not about to try and memorize the entire dictionary. We're going to be much smarter about this.
100. That's it. That's kind of the magic number. It turns out that with just 100 of the right words, you can actually handle most everyday conversations. It's basically the 80-20 rule for language. A small number of words gives you a huge amount of power. So you see, this isn't some giant mountain to climb. It's a very manageable hill.
So, what are these magical words? Well, they're exactly what you'd expect. They're the practical, high-use words for real life. I mean, think about it. Words for food, like rice and water. Things in your home, like chair and door. And all those basic verbs and adjectives that are basically the glue holding conversations together. By focusing on these first, you're giving yourself the most useful tools right from day one.
So, what's the game plan to actually learn them? It's a super simple daily routine. You just pick 10 new words a day. That's it. Say each one out loud a few times, use it in a really simple sentence like, I want water, and then just do a quick review of yesterday's words. The whole process takes, maybe 10 minutes? And it's that daily habit, that consistency, that makes these words stick for good.
Okay, so we've got our core words. Now for the next step, making sure people can actually understand us when we say them. And that brings us to pronunciation, the nuts and bolts of how to physically make clear, correct English sounds.
It's kind of crazy, but one tiny little change in a vowel sound can completely change what a word means. Just listen to this. Ship versus sheep, or sit versus seat. Practicing these pairs is a fantastic way to train both your mouth and your ears to notice and produce these really important differences.
Ah, the TH sound. Everyone's favorite, right? The trick here is all physical. It's just about where you put your tongue. Just like the slide says, you gently place your tongue between your teeth and blow. Let's try it. Think. It feels a little weird at first, but it's a tiny physical tweak that makes a huge difference in how clear you sound.
You want to know one of the biggest secrets to sounding more natural? It's linking your words together. See, native speakers don't talk like this. Our words flow into each other. So instead of I go to school, it sounds more like I go to school. Practicing this will make your English sound so much smoother and more fluid. So, we've covered the words and the sounds, but there's one more piece of the puzzle. You could call it the music of English. Because you see, speaking a language isn't just about words, it's also about rhythm, stress, and melody. And that's what we're going to dive into right now.
In English, we don't say every word with the same amount of energy. We stress or punch the most important words, the ones that carry the real meaning. Just listen to the rhythm in this sentence. I want to buy a new car today. Can you hear that da-dum-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum? That stress pattern is like the heartbeat of the language.
The melody of your voice, your intonation, also changes everything. For example, when you make a statement, your voice usually goes down at the end. I live in Mumbai. But for a yes or no question, it goes up. Do you like tea? And if you have a list, it goes up for each item and then down on the very last one. Getting these little melodies right is a massive step toward being easily understood. Okay, we've talked about mindset, we've covered vocabulary, pronunciation, and even rhythm. Now we've come to what is honestly the most important part of all, how to turn all this knowledge into a consistent, confidence-building habit.
And the secret here is simple.
Consistency, not intensity. You do not need to practice for hours a day. Seriously, just 15 minutes of focused practice every day is incredibly powerful. Spend 10 minutes on your daily word plan, and then just 5 minutes talking out loud to yourself. Describe your room, talk about your day, anything. Just remember, it's the consistency that truly builds confidence.
And to help you start speaking right away, here's a simple but powerful template you can use to introduce yourself. Just memorize this structure. Practice it until it feels totally automatic. This gives you a confident, ready-to-go script for one of the most common things you'll ever have to do. You'll be amazed at what a huge confidence boost this one simple thing can give you.
So there you have it. We've walked the entire path from feeling nervous all the way to speaking with a real plan. As you've seen, all the steps are small, they're clear, and they are absolutely achievable. The only thing left to do now is to start. So I'll just leave you with this question. What's the first thing you're going to say in English today?